Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. The blockchain brings new investment structures for ownership. The simple agreement for future equity, called a SAFE, gives the investor ownership in an entity through a warrant. The simple agreement for future tokens or equity, SAFE-TE, gives the investor the right to buy tokens in the future. The simple agreement for future governance, called a SAFG, gives the investor governance rights through their participation in the community. The SAFG shifts ownership from buying through investment to earning through participation. SAFG only gives governance rights to the holder. This means the holder doesn't own a stake in the community, but rather can vote on policy issues. The SAFG is non-transferable and does not earn income. This increases the participation in the community for the long term. Those with the right to vote on governance issues are primarily the users of the network. This reduces the regulatory compliance burden on the community. It creates participatory capital where the ones using the network have a say in how the network grows. It reduces outside interference into the community as well. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start listening to today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.